Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you doing this afternoon?
Hey, what's up?
Have you guys seen Dan around anywhere?
No, I haven't seen him anywhere. I got up early this morning and the sun was beating in. I thought Dan would be ready to go here, but I guess not.
Where is...
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Here we are at the Mavin in the woods, and I think Dan's been out in that shed. I think he's been out there all night, guys.
I was gonna say, where's that coming from? Let's head outside.
Let's
Yeah,
investigate, gang.
I don't know. I saw Dan. He kind of had a little bit of a crazy look in his eye. He might be getting Mavin fever, so if he's got anything sharp in his hands, best to, keep your distance, if you get what I'm saying.
If he's foaming at the mouth, we should probably stay our distance.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go check it. Let's go see what
All
he's
right.
up to.
So you are afraid of something. You're gonna answer now.
You don't know what death is.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Welcome to the madness.
We are the Mouths of Madness, your new favorite podcast for horror movie reviews. We're coming to you live today from, well, outside the Madman in the Woods in the
The shed by the Mavin in the woods.
The
yes.
shed of darkness.
Dang. Well, this is our episode 41 on the 2000 Final Destination. My name is Kevin, and let me introduce you to the other members of Madness. First, Dan. Dan, what's going on here?
Oh,
Explain
man.
this situation to me.
It's guys. It's been a rough week.
What is it? What have you done?
Sunday, he took Theo from the Cosby Show, and Tuesday the Prince of Darkness, and now Thursday he took the Hulkster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, we're all grieving. In
Yeah,
our
I know,
own-
but this
Chuck
death
man.
guy,
Wait.
Who is he?
this death guy is a real asshole, and I've devised a I've been working on it for the last 48 hours, a very invasive and elaborate plan for all of us to cheat death and hold it as our prisoner and demand he return whoever we want.
Whoever?
Anybody.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
Macho?
Yeah. Hey guys, back up a little bit.
You guys want to see? You want to see the machine that I got? I've been working on it. I can go through it with you guys really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
All right, so check this out. So it starts with this EMF meter. It's programmed to relay this switch, which will activate when death has entered the Mabin.
Hey, Dan.
Which
quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question. You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
You doing-
Just let me get through this really quick. Let me
Okay,
get through this,
okay.
and then you can judge me
Sorry.
later, and you can call me a lunatic all you want. Trust me, this is gonna work.
Oh, I will.
Which triggers this boot to knock over this cup with a steel marble in it. The marble will roll down this chute here and knock over this pole, which will release these pheromones into Barry and Sim's terrarium. Their passionate boning will trigger this temperature sensor, which is relayed to this Bunsen
Do we
burner.
want to know how he got the pheromones or no?
I want to know how he got Marion Sims.
Don't worry, details. You let me get through this. Just let me get through this. So this Bunsen burner, right? When it activates, it will burn this rope, releasing this locked door and freeing a man.
I'm glad there's open flame in all of this, but I gotta say, maybe we gotta.
God damn it! Will you let me get to the best fucking part?
Maybe we gotta pump the brakes a little bit here.
I have been feeding this man who's been locked in this room enchiladas for 72
Damn
hours.
enchiladas!
He will immediately run into this bathroom over here,
Those damn enchiladas.
and death will
Damn,
follow
there's not
after
somebody
him.
really down there, is there?
There in the toilet is bugged with a decibel reader. When reaching 200 decibels, will trigger this ecto-trap capturing, which will then transfer death into this bluey plushie.
I can't get over the human prisoner. Should we let him out or
Wait a minute. Bluey plushie.
what?
Yeah.
I think we skate past that.
It's a bluey plushie. It's the most pure wholesomeness, sturdiest
Where did you
vessel
get
that
that?
can contain death. It's so
Where did you
it's
get that?
perfect. It's the most perfect plan. It will work. It's gonna
Hey, that's-
work.
I think that's my.
I have been
Get it?
testing this out for the
What are you
last
doing?
2
It's a Bluey.
days.
What are you doing to Bluey?
I will give it back to you once we get death in it.
That's all right, man. You guys can hold on to that afterwards.
You
or
should probably keep that.
whatever. Yeah, and I don't know what you've been doing in here or what you've been doing to that Bluey, but yeah, it's okay, dude. This one's on the house. Now that I've seen all this, there is a morbid curiosity of let's maybe throw the switch and see what this thing does.
So everything is rigged up and good to go. I've run several trials again. It's a flawless design. Demon has been on a diet, like I said, of enchiladas for 72 hours straight. That decibel sensor will clear 200 decibels. All we have to do is just start the show, no one fuck with anything, and you just wait for death to show up.
All right.
Okay, that seems simple enough.
If you say so.
I feel like you're on your Charlie Day shit. Like,
There are a lot of other great horror movie podcasts out there. But what separates us from the other ones, besides being crazy, is that we're going to be giving you the older versus younger generation perspective. Myself, Dan, and Bearclaw were all born in the 1980s, while my son Logan was born in the 2000s. So this is the clash of the generations. Without any further ado, get off the airplane, pull up a chair, hold on to your straitjacket tight, but not too tight, and let's dive into the madness.
I think it's broken.
We watched Final Destination from 2000. It was written by Glenn Morgan, Jeffrey Reddick, and James Wong. It was also directed by James Wong. Casting wise, friend of the podcast, Devon Sawa as Alex Browning. This was cool to see Devon. He was kind of a classic actor of the 90s for us, right? Growing up.
Yep. Did a great job in this movie, too.
It's kind of cool. His last name in this is Browning as a nod to Todd Browning, the director who did Dracula and the movie I talked about, the other podcast.
What's that?
London After Midnight.
Oh, okay.
We also have Allie Larter as Claire Rivers. Do you know what she's best known for?
Resident Evil.
Resident.
Yes, I was looking for Whipped Cream Bikini in Varsity Blues.
Oh, okay.
Cinema Log.
Never seen it.
We also have Kerr Smith as Carter. Do you know what he's best known for?
Carter? Oh, I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
Well, if you watched Dawson's Creek, you would have. He was in Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
He was also in the My Bloody Valentine remake in 2009 as well. We have Seann William Scott as Billy Hitchcock.
Yeah.
The comedic relief.
Listen, he had an awesome year 2000.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He starred in 3 movies. Besides Final Destination, can you name the other 2?
American Pie.
Nope.
Rundown.
Euro
Nope.
Trip.
Nope. Close.
Road Trip.
Road Trip's 1. Ding, 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 ding. Do you know what the other one is?
Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I finally. So this dude killed every movie role. So, like, I know every single one that he's done.
Hey, Log, what's your back say?
Dude!
What's mine?
Dude.
Oh, my goodness. And we also have an amazing cameo by Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Go.
As the mortician there,
Yeah.
Bloodworth or something like that.
The Candyman himself was in there.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, he was hanging out with the bees and stuff.
Final Destination had a budget of $23 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office?
Ooh, this was a big movie in its day. You know what? I'm going $101 million.
Whoa, Logan.
It was so specific.
I know, the one, huh?
I'm gonna go. No, you know what? Dan's gonna get me. I know he's gonna get me. Oh, God. I gotta go bigger than Bearclaw. Shit.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily
Yeah.
go bigger.
I know it's bigger. 108.
Damn it, that was actually mine. That
No,
was
it was
legitimately
not.
gonna be mine. No,
Okay,
I-
fine. I'm
Look,
fixing
look at
mine
that.
110.
No, keep your 108, but I just want to see it's I have
Oh
it
my
written.
God, he has 108. Okay, I'm changing mine to
108
110.
and $1.
Ding, 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 ding. Dan.
No, I changed mine. I knew.
Final Destination made $112.9 million.
So I was right. It was over $100 million.
Yeah, it did really well.
Screw this
You're
game.
right.
Yeah.
Dan goes first next time.
You know, if you're within $1,000, you win both showcases.
Oh, nice. I want
What do
those
you get?
Speedies,
Hey,
man.
I
Brand
can't
new
wait to
car.
can't wait to get a Vespa.
And a brand new vacuum cleaner.
Demon on the back, right in it. Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, Final Destination has a 49% critic score and a 68% audience score. Our buddy, Roger Ebert.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
You guys are gonna be shocked. He gave this movie 3 out of 4 stars.
Wow. All right.
He said has mordant humor, Rube Goldberg death traps, and sophomoric but earnest discussions of fate. Also, an opening sequence that assures this film will never, ever be shown on an airplane.
At first, you're going to go to Ernest Saves Christmas or something when you're going to Ernest. I've never heard
It's the most truthfulest thing Ebert's said in his
Yeah.
review so far.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He said some pretty good things.
This was actually a good review for him. I agree with him. This was my pick for an episode. So the reason why I chose Final Destination for us to review is the newer Final Destination had just come out, Bloodlines.
Yeah.
And it kind of sparked this thing in me where I was like, when was the last time I saw the original Final Destination? It'd been a while. I probably haven't seen this since the year 2000.
I haven't seen this
2000.
movie, period. This was my first time seeing it.
Yeah, that's awesome because I got to be honest, there was things that I remember from when I saw this years ago, but it was kind of a first time watch for me as well. I will say I love like the late 90s, early 2000s vibe of the movie. And
Oh,
just
yeah, definitely.
what they're wearing, like their dialogues, things
Yeah.
like that. And just the tone, I think, overall, and the atmosphere. It felt like being transported back to that time. So I think that was cool. This was one of those movies that was talked about when we were younger a lot. And a lot of it is the opening scene and what happened and people being like, holy shit, like I'm never
Yeah.
going on an airplane ever again.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you know, some of the death traps that happened, I think were kind of unforgettable horror scenes at that time too. So I think it was like a creative and original concept for the time, for sure. In the
Yeah.
early 2000s when things were starting to go away from
Yeah.
horror a little bit. So it was cool to revisit that. And I thought this one kind of fit in with our theme of the late 90s, early 2000s. So that's why I chose it. But let's give you all our overall thoughts on Final Destination. Dan, start us off.
I just want to say thank you, Kevin, for picking this one because had you not, I'd probably still be going on having never seen a Final Destination movie.
Same.
But this movie, as Roger Ebert said, it poses the question, what if death was a Rube Goldberg machine? Folks, if there's one thing here at the Mouths of Madness we love, it's unique kills.
Yeah.
This franchise, though, like it was, as I was saying before, never really on my radar. And I think the hang up is the antagonist not being a person, an apparition, or like a creature. Like a villain in a horror movie is such a crucial element to the genre. Like they're visually striking and usually like revealed in like a third act. They are like a legitimate threat. They have infamous one-liners and catchphrases, and all of those tropes are subverted in Final Destination. Like all those things that I genuinely love in a horror movie. So like I always kind of stayed away from it on top of the airplane shit. And like it legitimately did scare me like to not want to go on airplanes having just seeing the trailers for it. But like to that point though, like these kids are fighting something they don't understand. It cannot be deterred. It cannot be reasoned with. But most importantly, it can't be rationalized to others as a tangible threat. You can rationalize Michael Myers to someone. Death is kind of like Freddy Krueger without the dreams and being unable to see them.
Yeah.
I like the trio of characters, Alex, Clear, and Carter. Billy, played by Seann William Scott, is great comedic relief. I like that scene about the driver's test at the funeral.
Yeah.
Devon Sawa does an excellent job as Alex, showing the psychic toll the events take on him throughout the movie, and his exhaustive investigation into proving to anyone who will hear him that he's figured out death and how it chooses its victims, which is you're on the receiving end of that information.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, like, what do you want me to do with that? Like,
Yeah.
like you want me to stop death? All right, let me get right on that. It's kind of like a movie we covered earlier, The Ninth Gate.
Uh-huh.
I see a lot of similarities with the concept of forbidden knowledge for a reason. And like in this instance, the more he tries to prove to others this discovery, the more unhinged and complicit he appears in the deaths of his classmates. The knowledge of death's sentience isolates him and wears him down. To me, like this is like a classic modern man versus supernatural film. I really enjoyed the ride it takes us on.
I love that, like throwing it back to the ninth gate. That was a good idea because I hadn't thought about that for sure.
You know, would you want to know the truth? You know,
Yeah.
Would you want to know the exact date and time that you were gonna die? Like, would you want to know that, or
Would you want to see it? Too?
yeah, would you want to see it? Like, and escaping it appears to only be a temporary solution. However, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty good. It did make me contemplate my own mortality a little bit, which I'm gonna have to take some points off for that one. But
God forbid they try to teach you something.
overall, I mean, I love the concept of this. I mean, one of the things that I'm always thinking about and is just kind of a part of my life is just looking around at safety and looking at, you know, when you're looking for that kind of stuff, you almost go through all of these like horrible scenarios where like something goes terribly wrong in like just the right way, whether it's like falling downstairs or like a ladder, you're working on the side of the house, your ladder drops down or something like that. And you're always like looking at that and like doing your best to avoid it, you know?
It's like the fastest way to obtain agoraphobia.
Yeah. But like you kind of always go through that exercise when you're looking at different things and assessing the danger. But and this is what I think is really artful about the movie is it takes that concept and it makes it the killer of the movie. It's like, well, you know, there's going to be some, you know, tiny threads that are pulled in just the right way to make sure that these catastrophic situations come to pass. And I think that's a really interesting concept. I think that's a fresh idea. I think that's why you see so many sequels to this movie, because I mean that's a really cool concept and you can do so much with it, you know. I know there was, I mean, even in this movie, the kills, just like Dan said, the kills were spectacular. They were really well thought out. I mean, one of the cool things that I saw when I was going through things is one of the producers went through each one of the kills and kind of talked about it and talked about some of the Easter eggs about, you know, how you see what's Sean's character there, the Billy. I guess when you see him look out at the plane as the plane is crashing, you see his head is kind of cut in half. The producer, by the reflection in the window, the producer said that was supposed to foreshadow his getting,
that's cool.
and like everything's just like kind of thought out like that. And you know, like when the lady was going to the computer to spill vodka on the computer, yeah, there was a sword in the back, and you know she dies by, you know, a knife.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought this movie was fun. I mean, there was a lot of icky parts, but that's okay. I mean, that's a horror movie. Like when they were in Todd and, you know, poking around his body with the embalming tools and stuff. But yeah, that was a lot. But you know, I mean, it's a horror movie, and I thought it was a fun horror movie. I thought it was a good horror movie, and I really enjoyed it. But curious to hear what Logan has to say about it.
Yeah, this movie by all means is very unique, very creative. To have a villain, not a physical being, but more of a kind of like the unknown or the unseen, is very, very peculiar. I'm not opposed to it. It's just more of a choice that is taken very, like, they take it very carefully, but it's just not my sort of thing, like, to get into. I think from that point of view, like in the beginning of the movie, it kind of lost me. In a sense, I knew it was coming, so that's why it already had taken points off for not having that. I think usually when we have like those, we know what we're facing sort of thing, it feels more like we can actually stick around and try to see what happens. When you are playing with the fire and there's no hope for you, what's the point of me watching if I'm just supposed to see people die and escape death with no chance, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
That is a good point, but you don't really learn that death is inescapable until the end.
Death is unescapable from what Bloodstow said.
There are no accidents, no coincidences, no mishaps, and no escapes.
Yeah. Oh, Bloodworth.
Or yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay.
Tony Todd.
Drew
Tony
Bledsoe.
Todd. Yeah.
Drew Bledsoe came for you.
I think the characters knew from the very beginning that there was no escaping this once they met with him, and he was telling them that death is unescapable. There is no game to play. And he was even telling them, like, yeah, you can find patterns. You can try to escape it. We all go. There's no way around it. Now, yes, it is true that in everyday life, yes, we all do die. But when watching a movie, that's a little too realistic. You want to escape that feeling. You want to go into a movie thinking that there is hope. I know it's a horror movie. I know it's not supposed to be the rom-com where the guy gets the girl, or like the movie where the heroes win and the villains lose. Like I'm okay with an Empire Strikes Back kind of ending, but I at least want to have some kind of hope towards the movie where I am like actually enthralled with the story, and that I can actually see an ending without it being already told for you.
I got what you're
Like,
saying.
I think everything else besides that point is really good. Obviously, this is my first watch. I think characters are fantastic. I think everything about the movie is really good. It's just that
Yeah, I get what you're
takes
saying,
away.
and I think to Bearclaw's point, what he was saying too is, I think this movie is kind of smart. I think they thought of what you're saying exactly, like
they
why
didn't want to remove the stakes by saying like death was inescapable.
Yeah, like death is inescapable, because they tried to make like a whole thing where like Alex pulls Carter out of the car and like, oh, wait a minute, like now we've gotten around the plan a little bit. So they did want to put a little hope spots in here for you.
Yeah.
So it like, because to your point, why would we want to watch this if we knew like they were just gonna die?
Why didn't all of them just stay on the train tracks?
Let me
You know
ask
what
you
I
guys
mean?
this though. Like, I think to Logan's point though, when you see it the first time, like it's okay, but what's the rewatchability factor with it?
You already know what's going to happen, so what's the point of rewatching it if you're just seeing people go through the same thing? And obviously we know
Like
what
if
happens
it's
in the
a
sequel.
dark movie and it's kind of like a downer.
Yeah, then like why would I want to watch it again?
I mean, I'm not saying you specifically, but like I think because it is such an original type of movie and there's original type of kills.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
fun
could
to
see
sit-
myself watching this again. The kills were so unique and the perspective was so unique, and like I mean it really was a horror movie in the truest sense. Like I mean anybody who's gone on a plane before, I mean that's a nightmare scenario. And you know all of these other things, I mean you constantly think about this, or at least you know I speak for myself I guess, but you know you think about like a lot of different safety stuff every day, and how you know when you're driving your car to work, I mean it only takes a little bit of something to go sideways and you might be in a real bad spot. So I mean the fact that this movie capitalizes on that fear and kind of puts it in front of us, the world is essentially your enemy once you've cheated death, because death will come for you at any time but you never know when. So I think that's a really cool concept for this movie.
Yeah, and I like how Logan pulled that Tony Todd dialogue out of there, or monologue really.
Well, his monologue is kind of the starting gun to this movie, basically, because like, yes, we had the big plane crash, but like, you got to make the characters realize what they're facing.
He's the exposition piece.
He is kind of the
Dr.
person
Loomis.
explaining death to them.
What you have to realize is that we're all just a mouse that a cat has by the tail.
Because to them,
Tony Todd is so good in this movie.
he is super good. I think like
so good.
he's the best part of this movie by having him like.
I think he
move
was
the
in the new
story
one
forward.
too, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was his last movie. Yeah, Bloodlines. I want to start right with the opening scene in this, the big airplane explosion. I gotta pose a big question to y'all right away. You're in Alex's situation, right? You fall asleep on the plane. You have this dream of the plane exploding, and then you wake up. Are you staying on that plane, or are you getting
Absolutely not.
No, getting off, yeah.
Yeah.
I am booking it.
Logan wouldn't
Yeah.
even wait for anybody. He'd be gone.
No, yeah.
Why would I wait?
I would
Yeah.
I would just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the next
They weren't
one.
off the tarmac.
What if the plane's already in the air?
Oh fuck.
And then you know, I don't know, make some phone calls.
I am keeping. I am
finish up any earthly business.
Where's that mini bar at?
Yeah.
They have
Bend over, kiss
jetpacks.
your ass goodbye. I mean, I don't know.
You got any parachutes on this thing?
You got any parachutes?
I need all your little vodkas.
Yeah.
Hear that? Or
Right here.
I'm taking the mini bar and I'm jumping. I don't want to die like that. I'd rather go out my own.
What's so, I think, traumatic about this scene is when he has that dream sequence, it feels so real, including the flames on him, right? Like that's stuck in my mind.
I mean, yeah, that was really good. The flames, you could see him kind of burn up. You see the people dying on the. I mean, it was just terrifying. I mean, I would never ever want to be in that situation, but
Most detailed dream ever.
Yeah, right. Right. And then the thing that really sets him off is like when in the dream he pulls the lap tray, right? And the pin pulls out. So when he does in real life, in the pin pulls
He
out.
nopes the fuck out.
Yeah.
what do you guys think are the sources of him and Clearwater's premonitions? This is never explained in any detail. Do you guys have any theories?
I don't, but I did come across something I thought was interesting about their names. Clear Rivers, she's empathic with others' emotions and they flow through her and she senses them. Like
At that moment on the plane, I felt what you felt. I didn't even know where those emotions were coming from until you started freaking out.
Like a
Clear Rivers. And then Alex is short for Alexandra. Female version Alexandra from Greek mythology associated with Cassandra, who had the gift of prophecy.
Oh, very cool.
Going back to like what you were saying with the directors and how deliberate they were with planning things out.
Yeah.
With like
Yeah.
the deaths, even their characters' names kind of have some kind of significant meaning to them.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking like Clear. I thought her name was Claire.
I kept thinking it was Claire too.
I was like, nah, this is a 2000s movie and her parents were hippies.
She was an indigo.
We had the
child.
we had the closed captions on. Logan was like, "No, it's Clear," and I'm like, "No, the closed caption's a mistake here."
Oh, I didn't think about the closed caption. The dad said clear, and I was like, clear?
Clear.
The hell name is that?
I was thinking like clairvoyant or something like that, you know. And
Clairvoyant?
Clairvoyant. I say clairvoyant, so maybe they knew I would.
Maybe they know you're an idiot.
No, that's a really good question though. I think they're just
Sensitives?
Are they
Yeah.
like maybe a counterbalance, part of like intelligent design that goes along with Death's design? Like they're kind of like the luck element in life.
Ooh, they are. Yeah, that could be true
They
too.
just have high luck.
I mean, I think for me, it's more he was already nervous about the flight. And I think that was enough to like shock the brain. Like when you're on a dream and you kind of like, you're thinking about it all the time. Like, let's say you're nervous about something. When you dream, like you feel that you're like sitting with that. So then your dreams become that reality. So I think Death was kind of like already on his brain with like the plane stuff.
Yeah.
So I think he already had that on his mind. I think it was just like circumstantial as well as like it was kind of just a coincidence.
Yeah, I think once he had that premonition or that dream, then it was like all of a sudden the signs, like he was looking for, and I think he even talked about it, like, you know, there's signs that we can kind of pick up on. And I think Clear kind of was thinking that herself. I don't know. First off, if I saw somebody freaking out like that on a plane, I'd almost want to get off too. Like if they were like, this plane's fucking going down, I'm like, okay. So I can understand her thing, but she does have that dialogue with Alex later on. Like we've never even spoken to each other, you know, but I felt connected.
They're like connected, yeah. And she eventually becomes whatever he is because she stops him from running into that bus.
Yeah.
6 months later.
I think what's so interesting in this movie, and we can kind of touch about it a little bit, I think it's so funny that they're like, yeah, we've never spoken to each other, but, you know, that day when you were talking about that, I just trusted you. And then like 20 minutes later, she's like, baby, are you okay?
Hey, listen, time's running out. Let's just jump to things. Pet names, baby, we're good.
I was going to say, she was into it. They were like immediately like, oh, we found each other.
I love how Carter's like, you guys can do that later. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when you're connected with somebody,
You know, when
go
sparks
for it.
fly.
Right.
Time stands still.
I think it's one of those like De Beers ads. Remember those like back in the day? But then like one partner goes off and like gets killed or something like that. Like da 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 da. Like
Missed opportunity for a trailer there.
The first idea that something is, I guess, manifesting, like death is manifesting itself, right?
Yeah.
Is with Todd and his death. First off, the wind is blowing through the window and is signaling
the wall.
like, what?
To the wall.
To the wall.
Yeah, to the windows and to the walls.
Oh.
And
There's a sweat trap down my balls.
So it's kind of creating this eerie atmosphere now, like death is creeping in here.
Really thought he was going to die on the crapper like Elvis.
Well, so this is one of the best things about this movie and like these kills in specific is
Uh-huh.
trying to figure out like, oh shit, how is he gonna die? You know? 'Cause
Oh yeah.
How is this going to play
And
out?
then how creative they got with it. Like that like Todd's bathroom kill there was probably one of the best of the movie. And it was very like, I was like, because slipping in the bathroom is also a fear of mine. And
Me too.
a lot of people die in the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that can get scary. And so like that played on that fear. And I remember watching that scene just being like, oh, like I didn't imagine it going the way that it did, but like the fact that like Todd was trying to get up, but the soap was stopping him, and like just the details of that was just I thought that was genius for a horror movie.
Death has it all figured out, like why. Like Logan said too, it's like, is he gonna die in the toilet? And what I love about that too is it was a little bit of a callback to when they're in the airport and they're taking a shit next to each other.
Alex, let's go take a shit. So why don't you take a shit by yourself?
It's like, wait a minute, is this gonna be the way he goes? Come on, man.
With John Denver playing.
Yeah, that's another foreshadowing too.
Yeah, because John Denver died in a plane crash.
Man, they played John Denver 40 times in this movie, but still the best one is she goes in the closet and she's like, oh, mom's favorite.
Mom's favorite.
John freaking Denver.
The final.
Like, and she's not even like thinking about it. She's like, oh, I was just talking about how I was the one who put him on the plane. Oh, what's a great song to play? Maybe a song by a guy who died on a plane.
You know, that's a good question too. Do airports have that rule where they won't play like songs that people died in airplane crashes?
I've never heard that, but
Leonard Skinner, you know.
They don't play John Denver
Buddy
in the
Holly.
bathroom, though. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what bathroom you're going to. Like, they don't play music.
Here's my question about Todd's death, right? The pipes leak, right? And the water comes out. And then it's like kind of like ectoplasma, and then it like goes back. Like, why did Death do that? Like, how would they?
I don't know. I guess
they didn't want to show
also
covering its tracks.
I guess it's like one of the only times I guess Death covers its tracks too. I don't know that, but I just heard somebody on YouTube say that that's the only time in the series that Death it covers its tracks. Which I don't even know why it would have to cover its tracks.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because the house fire. They covered their tracks with the house fire. With the death of the teacher there. Her death was kind of weird because they planted it on Alec with him picking up the knife.
Yeah, but then the house catches fire. You're kind of right. Like,
yeah, but they still got the blood footprints and his like fingerprints all over the knife. Remember his friend said that?
Oh
yeah, but it's still on Alex. It's not on Death. Death covered his tracks again, though.
Yeah, but who's gonna be arresting Death? Who's gonna be like? That's the thing. Like,
Space police.
Like literally, Death could come in there with a scythe, chop him in half, and then walk away. And like, what are the guys chopped in half? How did it happen?
I mean, you could just play along with the police and like get arrested, get fingerprinted, sits in the cell, and then just walks out.
Like, this was fun.
Yeah.
Change of pace for the night.
What do you got? What do you got cooking? Oh, we got chicken. I'll stay the
I
night.
just picture that old In Living Color sketch with Jim Carrey as Death, or like Death is on vacation, and they're like, "Oh, just kill this guy real quick."
I would be so thrilled if you would just kill somebody.
Oh, here?
Yeah, I mean, that would be so cool.
Another gripe of mine, and I mean, I love Tony Todd, but this scene at the morgue felt out of place, did it not?
Yeah, it did feel disjointed with the rest of the movie because they're like, let's go see Todd just one last time. And it's kind of like, in my mind, I'm like, well, why?
I think,
and then also like
let's go see him.
No, they're trying to see like
basement.
They're trying to see like the records and stuff so they can find out how he died. Because Alex didn't believe he would kill himself because of the whole thing where he's like, he was just planning like a road trip with me. Why would he kill himself if he was gonna like do that? And then Clear was like, yeah, I don't trust this either. So let's go find out what actually happened.
Yeah, and like she's like, I don't know.
Man, she was
like,
horny.
This seems like a big red flag to me, but she knows how to break into that place very easily.
I gave her a rush. She was like, oh, this gives me a rush.
Gives me a rush.
This place?
Doing something I'm not supposed to.
And he's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was
a girl right there.
She knows how to break into every mortuary around
and
here.
she knows how to. And she makes creepy ass art.
Yeah, let's hope it's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre art. There,
it's a good thing.
No. I mean, I really like the scene because Tony Todd, I think, he's just so charismatic, and everything he's delivering is great.
Yeah, but it's very strange that they A, broke into this, and then B, there's just the guy who's hanging out there and just is like, hey, let me give you this big exposition.
You're just in time for this giant exposition.
Yeah,
I'm about to
this
give
giant
you.
exposition.
While I pull this tube out.
Yeah, while I do some gruesome embalming.
Watch this trick I learned in mortician school.
Clear's like, ooh, got hot in here.
Tony Todd is just working his magic, stealing him away, stealing his girl.
It's not the first time Tony Todd and
Oh my
Clearwater have
God.
met.
He's like, Alex, you got to put a little hook in them.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny that her character was like so into this. It was so not what I expected, because at first I thought she was just like the shy like girl that's like, oh, she never like makes
the
anything.
bookworm
And then
stuff.
as soon as she gets involved in this, she's like, oh, I'm gonna be as horny as hell.
Did anybody else?
It's always the bookworms.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna cop to this, and you guys are gonna think I'm a little silly. But through the most of the movie, somebody told me, and I forget who, so that said that there was a big twist at the end of this movie, and there kind of was. It wasn't the best twist. I don't love the ending of the movie, but when it comes to Clearwater, there was a little bit of this movie where I was convinced that maybe she was dead.
I mean, Clear River?
Or Clear River, yeah. But there was
Clearwater.
Clear River. There was a portion of this movie where I was like, maybe she's like death, like death incarnate, and like she's just like
that would have been
toying
a cool
with
idea.
her.
Lady Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like Lady Death, and she's like just been toying with him the whole time because she's
did
like this
gaslight him.
strange girl who has no family,
Oh.
and like she had like just like that just appeared
Save it
on the
for hot
plane that
takes.
day.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, that just like appeared on the plane that day. Well, why was she there that day? She was there to reap, and then she was just kind of toying with him the whole time.
I love
and
it,
then-
Bearclaw.
Yeah,
I love it. I wish they went that way.
yeah, I thought that'd be a cool direction to go, but that's what I thought that they were doing with her because like, but then she got way too lovey-dovey with the main character, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not the case.
Nah, she's just Dawson's Creek goth girl.
Yeah,
She's raw dogging death.
wait till death comes for me. Will it be a gas leak or a
Or a tree.
I don't want to wait.
I love it, Bearclaw.
Your life to be over.
I love it. This is another issue I have. I'm putting all my issues right now.
Put them all on the table.
Okay,
Let
here
me
we
put them on
go.
our
Throw 'em
table.
down.
I think, Logan, you had made reference to this too. Clear was all about Alex and what he like. She was like, "Oh man, he's feeling this. I got to leave the plane. I'm into. Let's go to the morgue." And then all of a sudden, Alex is like, he kind of figures out with the diagram of how the plane was set up and like how they're gonna die. And he brings it to Clear, and she's like, "Hey, you're fucking crazy."
Total bullshit. I mean, you can find death omens anywhere you want to.
What?
Don't you gaslight me. That's a man's job.
Bridge too fucking far, man.
This is the
Whoa.
sneaking into the mortuary. That was Tuesday night. But this is the bridge too far.
That wasn't big enough. You wait a minute. You want us to sneak into a morgue, basically go and find this dude's body, and then you want to just do all this weird shit. But the second I bring up a perfectly clear,
logical sound, it's just like, oh, that kind of makes
with the
sense.
diagram.
With the diagram.
with the diagram that makes sense, you want to throw me as the crazy person. No, you're the crazy person.
I never want to talk to you again, Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah.
She gaslit him.
Getting into some of the things though I like is kind of these unlikely friends all coming together.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have Alex.
Friends.
Well, not friends, right?
Allies for the moment.
Right. You have Alex,
Frenemies.
Clear, Carter, who is like the Barry Cox of this movie, is he not? Like he is the dick. We got Billy and we got Terry. Poor Terry doesn't make it very long.
Dude, I thought that was the funniest shit. I laughed out loud.
I saw how they did the technical, like, they had to shoot her with like a blur in front of her. Then they had the bus kind of plow through and there'd be a doll there. And because they did it that way, they could like edit it together perfectly. So it looks like she got hit by it. Because it looks like she got hit.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really good. And it's
how it
just like,
comes and hits you.
yeah, that was crazy.
It was really
I
perfect.
like how we were yelling like at the TV, like "Get out of the street! Get out!"
Yeah, I know. Like,
If I heard death was coming for me, I'd be like in the corner of a like stormproof room.
Well, she didn't know.
Like,
this is what I like too about these movies is you're kind of like, where's it gonna be? Where's it gonna be? To Bearclaw's point, if death is coming for you,
There's nothing you can do.
what are you gonna do? Do you have any ideas?
Well,
of how
if you
to
know
survive?
someone's
I don't know,
chasing
finish
after
up my
you.
business, maybe find some type of like necromancy spell to bring myself back or something.
If I know I'm next, I'm gonna chill out where nobody is.
Like
sit
Alex?
back and just wait for something to happen, you know, kind of like
maybe
I'm just gonna go full tilt and just go on like just crazy.
Like Carter, just
I'm
like
just gonna
revving up the car.
channel Keith Richards, and I'm just gonna
You're just gonna go hard.
yeah,
All gas, no brake.
all gas, no brake until
Know what
death's
I
ready.
mean?
I know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Well, you could also look at it if you knew when you were gonna die, then you're invincible up until that point. So, you know, take chances.
That's true.
Safety third.
I mean, Carter kind of loses his shit, right? Because he thinks like, oh my god, like death is coming for me.
Right, then why bother? I mean, what's the fucking point, right? Me and Terry, we'll be back together on the other side. So why wait any longer?
Carter's kind of a hard guy to appease though, because when he saved him, he was like at the funeral, which I thought this was like a weird take on it. He was like, "I'm never gonna die now."
I'm never gonna die.
I don't know. I guess I didn't fully understand that emotion, but so he was angry that he got saved, and then he's angry that he might be up for the next one to die.
Well, they kind of explain it later on though that he's actually afraid, but he's just like super tough guy. Like
He's putting out an exterior front.
Yeah,
Psychology 101.
it doesn't come off that good. Miss Luton.
What a bitch. How dare you go up to a kid and say, "I'm scared of you"?
Don't talk to me. You scared the hell out of me.
Like, screw you, bitch.
Tell us how you really feel.
What I thought was good about Miss Luton's character is like how she kind of portrays survivors
like
guilt, right?
Yeah.
She deserved what she
you know, and like things she was going through. Like she can't even look at the fucking mug with the school logo on.
Yeah, and then she chucks it across the room. She chucks her coffee across the room. Like I understand,
she's mentally unstable.
I understand being like traumatized by something, but you're gonna throw it and then you're not even gonna clean it up. Like that's
Her
just
house,
such a
fuck it.
She's moving. It's gonna be the new.
It's gonna be the other person's problem. It's gonna be the landlord.
It's bought as is.
Yeah.
I just
again to Bearclaw's point, this is great movie details because she had a hot coffee in there and then she goes to put vodka.
Ice cold vodka.
Yes.
Like she put it in the freezer. The one I'll give her that. She knows how to store vodka. You put it in the freezer.
Although things are wildly more flammable in this movie than they would be in real life.
Yeah.
Right. I
mean,
mean,
that was some serious proof vodka.
Yeah, I was gonna say she must have had the Everclear.
That's straight from
vodka.
Russia right there.
well, you know what? I will give her something. At least she didn't take 12 minutes to make some instant coffee. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have seen that play out.
I still think it's the funniest thing that like he's like, "Oh my god, she's next. Let me go like conspicuously sneak around her house and like look at her
and look like I'm messing with her car and stuff." Like, what was he even looking for in her?
Yeah, why wouldn't
He's
he just go up to
looking
the
for
front
like
door?
anything that could happen to her.
Yeah,
because he knows she's next. I mean, it's a tough situation to be like what he's in because everything he's saying is really true. But like, how do you explain that to somebody?
And the moreover, explain it to somebody like, "You're gonna die, da 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 da. Like, death is coming for you today, man." Like,
Yeah, even explaining it to the federal officers, he's like, "Oh man, this is gonna happen." They're like, "Okay, well, it seems like you're all good to go. Get out of here."
What do you want me? Okay, what do you want me to do?
We can't-
get a sketch artist out here.
Unless he's threatening, you know, there's not a whole lot they can do.
He's an active suspect in a plane crash.
Yeah.
No, they said he wasn't a suspect because they said
cleared
that
him.
there was no way he
faulty,
could have anything to do with it.
Thingamabobber.
Yeah, it was like a fuel pump or something. They said.
Yeah, it's just like
He was caught trespassing.
it's weird happenstance that he's where like all these situations are kind of.
They could have also done something cool where like he had somehow caused these, and like that would be kind of like a reveal from what's that movie, Unbreakable, where Mr. Glass was actually behind.
Yeah,
all this stuff.
yeah.
That would have been a cool twist to this movie too. It's like none of this stuff was death. It was just
It was him.
It was
and
him.
the
Like
killer.
he had done all this.
It
stuff.
shows him like in retrospect putting a bomb in the plane and like all that stuff. That would have been a cool way to go too. This for me was one of the best scenes of how is she gonna die?
Oh yeah,
There's
This
just
is-
so much, right?
This is the penultimate Rube Goldberg.
I gotta be honest, this was one of my least favorite deaths.
Yeah?
I mean, I thought it was okay, but I was just like, I don't know. I'm sure they visit every scenario in the next 5 or 6 movies, but like, I thought there was more interesting scenarios that could have.
I thought the computer monitor, I thought the setup to it was kind of lame, but like when things started happening, like that computer monitor exploding and like the glass shard hitting her in the throat, I'm like, damn, I didn't never
kinda
think
waiting
of
for
that
it.
ever like to happen before. Like that's never been done.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is tough in this situation too is she's not dead either.
No.
Like she's
Yeah.
Logan said she's moving like Michael Keaton's Batman there. Like with
Yeah.
her, you know,
Yeah.
she can't move her neck. Yeah, so that makes this scene just play out even more because that's like, oh fuck, she's still
Yeah.
alive. Like, what else can we do here?
Yeah, let's take
Oh,
this
let's do
shelf
this.
and boom.
Yeah,
and-
set things on fire.
Yeah.
Put some knives in her gut. Let's just do all that shit.
Yeah, and then she pulls it, and then the chair just slamming that knife. That was like, oh,
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought, like, honestly, from the scene I just referenced earlier with the I'm scared of you, I was like, what are you talking about? You need to go next. Like, how
She
dare you?
needs to
How
die.
dare you tell Devon Sawa that he is the GOAT?
he was so sweaty in this movie, wasn't he? He was.
Oh, yeah.
panicked.
Well, yeah, of course. If death was
Yeah,
at me,
I was
I'd
gonna
be
say,
too.
if death is very literally at your door.
And also,
I
if you were
imagine.
pointing out the signs for like 20 minutes and then it turns out that shit's going down, hell yeah, I'm not going to be able to sleep. He wasn't sleeping either. He was by the chair, like, watching the news.
So this is another question too. Like you had asked, like, do they have premonitions?
Yeah.
How are they getting this? Alex in the car sees the seatbelt break on Carter's.
Yeah.
saw it. I saw the belt.
So now he can also like see things to get out of death as well.
Yeah.
Because when Carter gets stuck on the train tracks, his instinct is like, oh shit, like I remember I saw the
Yeah.
seatbelt break, so I'll go pull him out. I mean, so the rules here are a little bit abstract.
They shouldn't
of
have
what
survived
he's
that
saying.
either. They were like a second off from that train. They shouldn't have survived
Yeah,
that.
I know. He pulled him like right before the train hit, which was stupid anyway. He probably should have died there anyways.
Very Mission
Yeah.
Impossible-esque.
What a dick too for like endangering all of them at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
I love that
He
scene where
did
he's
kind of
like,
have a point, though. I mean, they were all on the list.
No, I'm
But
not.
that's not
I'm
your decision to make.
That's not your
That's
decision to
true.
make. I'm not dying. Bearclaw, if we're about to die and I'm in the car with you, I'm getting the hell out of the car. I'm breaking the glass. I think, though, the best scene in that is when he goes, well, we're all dying anyways. He's like, yeah, but I don't want to die right now.
Like Dan said, Billy is great comic relief in this, and it's kind of the anti-Stifler role a little
Yeah.
bit for him because he's like the very kind of nerdy.
He's usually the Carter.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one he's just kind of like, I don't know, just random guy. Like,
he's always biking around
Yeah.
town. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, this is like my third favorite Stifler. I really like him in Road Trip, too.
Yeah,
He's not like that in Road Trip, though. In Road Trip, he was way
he's
more
like
confident.
Stifler. He always plays
Yeah.
Stifler. You
Yeah.
know, dude, where's my car?
This is more of a nervous version of him. Like, he was very nervous all the time, I think.
What was that hit him that took his head in half?
it was like a piece of metal.
It was
that
like metal shrapnel.
Yeah, that was under the train tracks, and
It
then
was
as
stupid.
soon as it got caught up by the train, it like cut his head
Yeah,
off.
it's so stupid.
Logan didn't like this.
I like
Yeah,
that
I didn't
kill.
really like that.
I
one
thought
either.
that was the worst kill I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Wow.
Why?
Yeah.
The worst.
I thought it was the stupidest, most pointless, like,
Nice.
death. And you had to do it to my boy Stifler. Like,
Oh.
you could have done it
See-
to Carter, and I would have been fine with it. It had to be Stifler, though.
I liked it because you didn't really. I mean, you saw it coming, but you didn't really see it. You saw that metal. Something was going to happen with that metal, but you weren't sure what. And then the fact that it took out one character in one swoop, I think, was interesting.
Yeah, I like this because I think it switches up the formula a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if every kill was like this longer, drawn out one.
Yeah, I think it it's kind of like, okay, Death's got a lot of time on its hands.
It's like watching like wrestling matches, you know, not every match can be a 20-minute banger.
Yeah.
Like some of them have to be a quick 2 minutes because then you're just expecting the same thing over and over again.
Tell that to Tony Khan.
The cabin scene with Alex. What did you guys think of this? Where he's like, was he eating cat food?
He's eating tuna.
I don't know, but to be honest with you, I found this scene very unnecessary for the movie. It was
I
kind of
agree,
a-
100%.
It's completely been blanked from my memory. I don't
That's
even
how bad
remember
it
this.
is.
Yeah, it's no when he goes and like he death proofs the whole cabin.
Oh, okay, all right.
And it was just a long time. It was just him like going and creating this crazy death-proof house, but then lighting a lantern in the middle of it, like a gas
just so
or a
pointless.
kerosene lantern. Like,
And, I mean,
I don't know.
He's got like the cat food. You were saying he's eating
Yeah.
cat food. Is he huffing glue out of a bag
like,
too?
why does he have? Yeah, and like, why is he eating cat food? That's another good question. Because like, is that going to be safer than human regulated food? I don't know.
I just feel like this entire movie, there's like a point in the movie where I'm like, God, this is just delaying the inevitable. Like at this point, it's like, just get to the end because they're dragging to the climax.
To me, this was the only part of the movie that I thought was really like not really good storytelling.
Yeah.
Because this is a plot device to have what they, I guess, are considering a twist of like, oh shit, Alex switched seats with the girls, so he wouldn't be next. It'd be Clear, and then it's like, oh shit, he's got to get to Clear, you know.
So that makes no sense though. If she's next and Death's still coming, that makes
So I guess Death wasn't necessarily coming for him, right?
Yeah.
there. Like it was just kind of happenstance that like the fishing pole fell over.
You would think if he was next, you would just stay put because you're not going to be able to save her.
But he wants to try.
He wants to try, and there is actually.
F them women.
Have you guys heard about the alternate ending to this?
Yeah, so I was going to talk about that for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, because I want to get your thoughts. So before we get there, though, Alex canoes over and then goes through the woods. I mean, this was kind of like a little Rambo.
Like, where is?
I feel like I was watching an episode of Lost.
What's the geography of this town? She has a cabin that's like a canoe ride away from her house. Like,
How does she pay for that cabin? She has no parents.
That was her dad's cabin. You're right.
Yeah,
Like,
it was her dad's.
How'd
Didn't
she
her
pay for the
parents
house?
Die? Maybe she inherited it.
I don't think all her parents. I think the stepmom or the mom and the stepdad like really don't want her or whatever.
He didn't really want a kid, so my mom didn't either anymore.
So they're never around or some shit like that.
They
abandoned
mentioned
her.
something that her parents died.
No,
Her
her
dad
dad
died.
died.
Oh,
The
her
mom
dad died.
abandoned her.
Oh, okay.
The mom abandoned her. So how the hell does she still have that cabin in the house?
Oh.
She's deaf.
She's deaf?
If she's deaf, not deaf.
Oh.
If she's deaf, then maybe that's
yeah.
that.
Well, that goes to
proves-
Bearclaw's
that
thing when he's
proves
saying.
Bearclaw's
Yeah,
point.
I like that.
She could be deaf.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But here's Death coming for her, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
No, she's just having fun with it because she's just waiting for him to show up. She's probably like, oh, God damn, I gotta hold this down
that's
for
why
another
the
20
alternate-
minutes.
At least part of the alternate ending would work so well is if he died trying to save her, but then she turns out to be death.
Yeah, I know.
And she got him by that way because he was talking all that
Yeah,
smack
yeah,
in the
yeah.
cabin.
Tried to capitalize, but I caught you. You fuck.
Like, oh, you can't get me
Yeah,
now. You
right,
can't get
right.
me now. And it's like, but then Clear River drives him out, but then Clear River is death. That would be a pretty good
Yeah, I like
ending.
that. I do. I mean, because there's no way he survives this, right? He grabs the freaking like live
you don't
wire.
grab a-
like
I
that.
mean,
You're gonna have a bad time with that.
Yeah, you're gonna have a real bad time. Something like that happened on my street where one of those came down and melts the cement. I mean, that is no joke when one of those wires comes down.
So then we get to like kind of the false ending here of they all went on the plane ride.
You know, I just can't believe we got on a plane again. You know what I'm saying?
I would never go on a plane ever
I was gonna
again.
say, you guys feel real comfy about going on a plane when death itself is hunting you down. Like,
Yeah, like there's like this 6-month gap.
Yeah.
It's like, what is death doing for the last 6 months? They're like, oh, fuck these guys. I can't catch them, man. I got an 8 o'clock I gotta get to. I'm running late.
I got 2:15 meeting. It's not gonna work.
We'll run it back. We'll run it back. So then they end up in Paris, right? And then Alex is trying to explain, like, oh, well, wonder if, it cycles around again.
For all I know, it could circle back and get us all again.
And then you get the ending where, I guess, Carter saves Alex, and he's like, we're even.
The ending is the weakest part of this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
movie. Because
I don't know the ending.
What does it even?
It's
What does it
already
even
pretty
mean? It like doesn't nobody learned any lessons.
Well, this goes to what Logan
It means
said.
you're
right?
gonna have to find out in the next movie.
Yeah.
And in the next movie, guess what? All new character. It's like, come on, man. Just
Except for one.
what? Who gives a shit about her?
Oh man.
I think for me,
Oh, man.
the movie lost me by the climax. So the ending didn't hurt as much because I was already gone.
Well, this goes to your point, Logan, because then it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, what did we watch?
What's
Because
the point?
Now
What
it's
have we
just
learned
circling
here?
around, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna take them out anyway.
So it's like, why even oh my God, he's gonna save Claire. Like he's gonna save her from all this. It's like, okay, and then this happens, and it's like, oh.
Let me get your thoughts on the alternate ending.
Here we go.
So in the
I didn't catch the alternate.
I didn't know. I didn't see.
So
that.
this was the ending originally, and they changed it.
because the test audiences hated it. The producer that
Well, who gives a shit about the
test audience?
Robert Ebert.
Yeah, a lot of people give a lot of shits about the test audience.
So do you guys remember the scene earlier on where all the buddies are together in Carter's car and they go find Alex and he's at the beach? Clear goes to Alex right there on the beach.
Oh God, I can tell what's gonna happen.
They were supposed to have sex, right?
Yeah. And then
get a little busy, and then Alex was supposed to die, like Bearclaw said at the end.
He was supposed to die by the electrical wire. Yeah,
right. He was supposed to be fried, and they were going to show it, and they actually you can look on YouTube. They have the scene. There was another missed scene too, where she was going to show like a pregnancy test. I don't know how they're going to fit that in.
Yeah, they were just shoehorn that in somewhere.
Like,
can't.
Yeah, he just... I don't know. Whatever.
A day later, pregnant.
Right. And then at the end, it was going to be revealed at the memorial that she had his baby.
And that was going to break the cycle of death because the new life had been introduced into the world. So it somehow broke death's power.
That would have been
them.
crazy.
I mean,
he's like, I'm going to kill you either way.
Listen, I'm not for all of it. I think it should have stopped with him dying, saving her.
Yeah.
And like somehow his sacrifice, like... stops death or something like that.
Yeah, they could have just shown them at the end at the memorial.
He knew he was going to die when he was talking with her.
Yeah. I think that would have been a better way. Just he dies, they go at the end, it's her and Carter and they're at the memorial and like they now you look down and Alex's name is there.
Yeah, and like it doesn't need to go any further than that.
Yeah, so like
then they jumped the shark and went with the whole baby and butterflies. It was kind of weird. Yeah.
I think already they lost me in the climax, so the ending doesn't matter to me as much. It's just
They're already gone.
It's pointless. It's pointless watch.
I don't know. I do agree. I don't think that the ending was the strongest for this movie.
No.
Here's an ending for you. Everyone lives. Everyone's happy. And then right at the ending, we get a little sign that death is still there. And that's all you needed. You didn't have to show someone else being killed. You could have just showed a sign that death was still coming.
Some rolling leaves.
Or like something like a near-death experience.
Yeah.
A near-death.
The thing you have to understand is they had to do this reshoot in like 3 weeks now.
You could have just done a simple scene where you're looking out the window and then like something happens.
This gets us into Conspiracy Corner. I want to lead this off because this leads into my conspiracy right here. I think they changed the ending on purpose because they knew they had something here to set up a whole franchise.
Yeah, they were like, we're not gonna kill
Executives
the
are like,
golden
whoa, I
goose here.
smell money here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's stretch this out a bit.
Hang on,
this thing's got legs.
Let's completely kill everything that we liked about this movie. Let's make more of this because money.
Yeah, because they know, and this is what like the Terrifier people have figured out. and a lot of other franchises. People aren't really invested so much in the stories and things like that. They want to see the cool kills. They want to have fun with it, you know, and that's what this movie is. So I think they knew, hey, this ending is too final.
Yeah.
Final. We need something a little bit more open-ended, like that's going to come anyways.
I love every movie that's has like final or last or something. It never ends. It's always a cliffhanger or like
Final
something.
Fantasy.
Yeah, there's always another one. It's
Which
like,
one is it on now? 16.
The last one. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It can't be over, right?
Yeah.
Any other
Never
conspiracies?
I don't know if mine's a conspiracy or a hot take. I'm just gonna. It's a little bit of both.
All right.
All right.
Well, dip in
All
both.
the survivors are in on the explosion of the plane. They're all disturbed, paranoid, and end up causing their own deaths out of some subconscious guilt.
Oh.
Like, death didn't take out Todd in the bathroom. All that was Todd's grief manifesting itself while he was giving himself a David.
Oh.
Things got carried away, and he broke the rule and went full David, and he David Carradined himself to it. And ended up finding his poor father ended up finding him in that state.
Oh man, he could have used Alex's penthouse.
Yeah.
That would have helped things. Any other conspiracies?
No, my only conspiracy theory was the whole thing about Clear River being death itself and how
I like
would have
that.
been an interesting turn to things.
For sure. All right, we're on to hot takes. Any hot takes?
Yeah. Limp Bizkit should have been in this movie.
Music's pretty good for this movie.
Yeah,
I would have liked more 2000s music in this. I think that's like my only thing is it doesn't feel like a 2000s movie when it comes to like
there was like a 9 Inch Nails song. 9 Inch Nails in 2000 was a little later.
little
in
late.
their honor.
No, give me some,
2000's 9 Inch Nails was pretty good.
Yeah, give a little new metal, right?
Yeah,
Look, any other
cool?
I mean,
Chainsaw
you should put new metal in just about everything. I think,
yeah.
you know.
Any other hot takes?
I had another conspiracy, actually.
Oh, okay.
There's a brain-eating amoeba in the town's drinking water that affects the townspeople's ability to be aware of their environmental surroundings.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you miss a bus? How do the people that she was talking to not see the bus coming?
Right,
and be like, hey, look out, that bus is coming.
Or don't stand in the street.
Yeah.
Either.
I have a little bit of a hot take. I think Stifler's character is the worst one in the movie. I mean, this is like my third favorite Stifler. I think he's the worst character.
Okay.
I think he was not funny at all. I think
Yeah,
I actually like Terry a lot. I didn't really like Terry in the first watch, and I rewatched it like the other day, and I really liked her like playing a part like in stopping the two guys from going at it.
Enough! Both of you! They died and we lived!
And that she was the reason for Carter getting in on it. If she didn't die, he wouldn't have cared. He would have continued to be a dick.
You're right.
So like,
Yeah.
her dying led them.
Yeah,
him to
changed the
do it.
course of things.
So I like her character. It's fun.
Well, we're on to our Hall of Slain. Our Hall of Slain are characters that have died in the movies that we review that would help us get through and survive a horror movie because we are the final girl. Are there any characters from Final Destination you would like to nominate?
Harry.
Clear River doesn't die, does she? Because she seems like the most confident person around. I mean, she can read the room, but she didn't die.
All I'm thinking about is whipped cream bikini. Yeah.
I would have taken the teacher if she didn't say that she was scared of the kid.
My suggestion is going to be Billy. He doesn't really offer much in terms of wit, but I feel like his weakness could be our strength.
We could have Stifler.
You don't want a guy like Todd where his kink might kill himself. Carter is too much of a loose cannon.
Right.
Yeah.
Valerie is a klutz, and Terry's voice is like sandpaper.
Which is why I like it. I like a little sandpaper.
So, all right. So first, Logan said Terry. Anybody for Terry?
I don't know. You didn't see that bus coming?
No one else did.
Yeah, I don't know about Terry. I don't think she's the strongest candidate.
There's not a lot of.
I know. We got to be tougher.
What about the
picks.
French
Yeah,
teacher? What about the French teacher? I think that guy was pretty cool.
Poor guy was just trying to.
Can we please?
That's like a random one. All right, let's go to Dan's pick of Billy Hitchcock, Stifler. Anybody second?
Yeah, I mean, we'll need
He's
meat to
Stifler.
feed to the grinder to slow him down. Yeah, all right.
I think it would be cool to bring Stifler.
We need a guy who rides
Yeah.
bikes all over town, and then
You could write. We just need the guy to go out there and be stupid to die for us at the end of the day.
we already have Hollis. Why do we need
Hollis is one of our top
Hollis
boys.
is one of
He's
our
a meat
top
shield.
operatives. I mean,
But if we're in a zombie apocalypse, Hollis is the first one gone.
No. We're sending
No,
Billy out.
yeah.
Billy's got the bike too. They
he's
can
a
go
scout.
chase him.
Billy's a scout.
Billy is a scout.
Here's the thing why I don't want to induct Billy. His name is Billy. We can't have a character named Billy in the Hall of
We already have Billy in the Hall of Slain from Halloween 5.
We
You put him in. Yes, you put him in. Go back to our My Bloody Valentine episode.
I'll go for Billy from Halloween 5 because he's just gone off. Past Logan.
Episode 6.
Past Logan needs to chill. Okay, I guess in that logic, I guess we have to.
All right. Gavel
right.
sound. Welcome to the Hall of Slain, Billy Hitchcock. Last name Hitchcock, named after our boy.
Yep, Alfred.
And did you know the character, the FBI agent Shrek,
He's named after Shrek.
he was not named after Shrek. This movie came out 2 years before Shrek. He was named after Max Shrek, who played Nosferatu.
Oh, cool.
So a little horror
Yeah, look at that.
callbacks there. It's time for Hook, Line, and Stinker. Our hook is our favorite kill of the movie. Our line is our favorite line or quote in the movie. And our stinker is something funny, awful, or weird that happens that makes the movie either better or worse. My hook, I'm going with Miss Luton. I just love the ride it takes us on as the viewer. You know, what's going to happen? You're stressed out. I love the anticipation that it builds up. And just for the chair to just go boop. That was perfect. My line is when they board the airplane.
That's a good sign. Younger the better. It'd be a fucked up god to take down this plane.
It'd be a fucked up god to take down this plane. And then they go by that mentally challenged person and they're like,
A really fucked up god.
a really fucked up god. My stinker is just kind of like what we talked about, the morgue scene, the cabin scene, some of these being out of place. And I thought the ending wasn't great either, to be honest. So those are my stinkers.
So the entire like third half, pretty much.
No, just a couple scenes, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't think, and spoiler, they don't ruin the movie for me, but
Yeah, they're just disjointed.
Yeah.
The pacing is off with them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It is, for
okay.
sure. Dan, how about you?
Just like you, my hook is Valerie's death. It's the most elaborate sequence I've seen in a movie to off someone. I like how it crescendos. The stakes keep getting upped on how awful the way she's going to die. You think they're going to blow her up, and they do, but they kill her with a falling chair, and that's the end of her. The explosion, I think, was to actually take out Alex.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
two
that.
birds with one
Right.
stone.
Yeah.
Line, Billy Hitchcock. I took my driver's test at the DMV last week. I got a 70, lowest score you can get, but I passed.
The thing is, when I was done with the test, you know the guy that drives with you, during the test? Right. Yeah, well, anyways, he goes, young man, you're gonna die at a very young age. Is that true?
Is that true? And then he's like,
I forgot about that.
and then he's like, no, man, you're gonna be fine, blah, blah, blah. Then he follows it up with,
I asked Cynthia Pastor. Will she say no?
I forgot about those scenes.
like, he just thinks he's like this clairvoyant, like all-knowing guy because of the whole thing. Stinker for me was Terry's death. I think it's pretty ridiculous. Like, the bus is just hauling ass. It's this giant bus. There's 4 other people. Not one of them noticed the bus. A bus that had to weave around a car that hit a bike in the middle of the road moments before. The bus didn't even brake on contact. Terry is still on her way to the Grand Canyon, like with some old ladies in the AARP membership or some shit.
I'm still on here. Oh my goodness.
Just wait for mine.
All right. So for me, for my hook, I actually liked Billy's death. I wasn't expecting it. I thought Billy's death was going to be a little bit more dramatic. I think it threw in some good variety into things because, like you said, if it had been this elaborate, Rube Goldberg machine, that killed him too. It's kind of one of those things that's like, okay, we get it. So everything's going to be like this. But that kind of freshened it up, I thought. So that's why I really liked Billy's death. For my line, I have Bloodworth because I thought it was so cool that Tony Todd was in this. I did not know he was in this.
In death, there are no accidents, no coincidences, no mishaps, and no escapes.
And no escape. He's very ominous, and I like that for a line. And the stinker, I just had Carter's death / the end. I just really, they just kind of were like, well, that's the end of the movie, folks. Everybody go home. Like, we didn't really learn anything, or nobody progressed. Not that they necessarily have to, but I just think there's a lot of more interesting ways they could have done the ending, and that would have also allowed for sequels and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I think too, like they had built up this idea, like there could be a way to cheat death.
Yeah,
like.
They don't really do anything with it.
But I guess to Logan's point too, with Tony Todd there in the morgue, he does kind of paint the picture like there is no escape.
Yeah, you're cut. Logan, what do you think?
For Hook, I have Terry's death. I actually did like it a lot. I thought it was really funny, and it really caught me off guard. So that's why I like it.
You audibly yelled out. Funny. You're like, oh shit.
Because I was like, oh my God, I was taken back. I have 2 lines that kind of are in the same bill is going in the closet, mom's favorite. And then my second, which fits the same, is in the bathroom. When he's going to the bathroom, he thinks he's like,
John Denver died in a plane crash.
Didn't he die in a plane crash? I just love every instance of John Denver. If like any line, like I would put just anything that has to do with John Denver because that's so interesting. Because actually, I have a funny story with that. Is right before we were leaving Florida to get out of Disney World, I was listening to music ahead, and I kind of like, I was kind of like sleeping a little bit, so I didn't really notice what the music was. I woke up as the bus was stopping. I look at what was playing. It was John Denver.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, it's
if
been
I hear
fun.
John Denver before going on a plane now, I'm out.
Yeah, it was. That was
good thing we saw the movie after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I knew.
You knew John Denver.
Yeah, and then my stinker is, I think the only big problem for me was Stifler's death. I wanted more out of the character. I felt like we didn't get enough out of him. And I don't think he was like a good character. Again, all these characters kind of feel pointless, and his character to the most was just like, what's the point of
Billy
him being
seems
there?
like the foil of like, because he was just a guy trying to live his life, Like
I
he
didn't
just
get
seems like
that.
a normal dude compared to, Clear River, who was a little bit, a little bit different, a little bit of an outsider,
Well, I think I was thinking too, on the airplane, all Billy does is stand up, and he's kind of thrown in there with all of them.
Yeah.
So he's like pushed in there. Like,
Kind of be glad about that.
He was like a nobody sort of thing, and just by happenstance, he got tossed in. So that's kind of his character for sure. Any honorable mentions?
The guy playing guitar at the funeral.
Just that.
it's like such a sappy song in the background. Like Alex and Carter are having this heated exchange, and all I could hear is, "Remember 2nd grade when we made snow angels? Making snow angels, yeah, you always had bigger wings." I'm like, what is
going on?
Oh my! Who hired this asshole?
This is some 2000 shit right here.
See, that would have been a good instance of Limp Bizkit, because then somebody could have came out with a
Blue Eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I did also have as a stinker. I'll just throw this out there. The CGI was a little dated at some of these. You could tell there was some CGI work that was a little bit dated in some.
2000.
Yeah, I mean,
it's forgivable, but
yeah, some of it looked bad and some of it looked good. It was kind of weird,
Yeah.
like a weird mix. Because like that
year
fire
2000.
scene looked really good.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money on that opening scene.
They put all their money into that.
Well, it's time for our final rating.
They're gonna rate the movie. Well, will they rate the movie? The killer is great, the victim sucks, the survivor is in between. What was that?
Our final rating system is Killer. It's our highest rating. It is awesome. We would highly recommend, and it is a must watch. Survivor is our middle tier. It was a good movie. We would probably recommend and has some rewatchability. And finally, it's The Dreaded Victim. It's our lowest rating. It's a bad movie. We do not recommend and has no rewatchability. I got to be honest. I was between Survivor and Killer on this. I'm actually going to give this a Killer because I think that the movie is fun overall, which I love. But the reason why I'm going to Killer is I think it's such an original concept. They really take this idea of a disaster movie and they turn it into kind of a slasher movie in a way. And like Dan had said, it really doesn't have, it's faceless, right? There's no actual physical manifestation, but I just like the idea that death is the killer and it's chasing them down sooner than later. And obviously with the elaborate deaths that they plan out, I think are amazing to watch. I love Devon Sawa. I think he's just like, he plays it just like a regular person. Like if you were in this situation, there's no like big, presence of an actor. I mean this in a good way for Devon Sawa because I think he plays it like a 17 or 18-year-old kid would play if they were in this situation. So I think it's perfect. Tony Todd's cameo, I think, is just like the cherry on top of this
it really
one.
is.
But otherwise, I mean, I gotta go Killer. The nostalgia thing is super high too for me, and that always kind of bumps it up. So if I was at Survivor, I think that's bumping it up to Killer for me. Dan, how about you?
I give Final Destination a Killer. I will say that Logan really, his critiques of this movie really kind of made me think about changing my rating. I do think his critiques are valid, but still not enough for me to change my ranking. I think it's, to your point, Kevin, a very entertaining movie. It's unique. I really enjoy the premise of Death's design and what happens when it fails. It stands out from its 90s counterparts that were like really, really slasher heavy, just trying to ride that like scream wave. I think that's a bold approach to go against the grain and offer audiences something different. You can get brainy with this movie, thinking about the rules of life and death and how that connects to like God or what that says about God in this story, if design is fallible or as if it's fallible because of divine intervention. You can go as deep as you want with this movie,
right?
Or you can just accept it on its face value. And I think that serves like really well for a movie overall. Like I was saying, you could just enjoy like the chaos that unfolds, like with a bucket of popcorn, leaves you wanting more with those elaborate kill sequences, which they probably ramp up in all the other movies. I would recommend it, Final Destination, as it feels like it's like a subgenre of its own in horror. It's something every horror fan, I think, should at least experience once.
I'm going to go ahead. I'll give this a Killer as well. I thought it was really good. I think it really was innovative in its kills. I thought it was innovative and conceptually. I mean, there's some stuff that's kind of shoehorned in. It's not the pinnacle of great writing, but I think because of the concept and because of the deaths and because of just the terrifying opening scenes of this movie. I mean, it really plays on a lot of fears.
Yeah.
And is really a terrifying movie, which is kind of the point of horror. And you're certainly on the edge of your seat trying to figure out if and when death is coming for the characters. The characters are likable enough where you prefer that death maybe not come for some of the characters, or at least maybe most of the characters. So yeah, even though the ending was a little bit forgettable, I kind of forgive that and give this a Killer. So yeah, I thought it was a great movie. Logan, what are your thoughts?
So originally I marked this down as a Survivor, but after discussion, I have put it down as a Victim. I do not like this movie. I think there is no rewatchability for me. It's just a pointless watch if I'm just supposed to see people die and then go through the movie like nothing happened, because as we talked about, the ending of the movie is 6 months after all this shit went down. Hey, let's go on a plane after we just escaped death. That didn't happen. Let's just mark that down as, oh, that just happened. We're just going to keep on going with life because that's all you can do. It's stupid. It's dumb. The characters don't have any meaning if you're just going to do that. It's just,
In the immortal words of Hulk Hogan, that doesn't work for you.
That doesn't work for me, brother. What is this place?
Wow, I didn't realize that you had that much venom for this movie.
Yeah, there are no Hulkamaniacs in this movie.
Well, Nathan, our producer, gave his rating, and he said, Final Destination has mediocre acting, poorly developed characters, and a paper-thin story. But I don't really give a damn about any of that. This movie promises fun Rube Goldberg death machines and delivers on it. Survivor. We also asked you, our audience, what your thoughts were on Final Destination. So let's check our Instagram, and that's at mouths.of.madness. From Natalie_May_. This movie was a fresh twist on slashers. It's a killer. Also, it has a hot cast. Hey, I can't argue with that. Whipped cream bikini?
Hell yeah.
3, 2, 1 Ghost Pod. It's a killer that brought us a franchise. Love it for sure. From Melanie_St. George, 10 out of 10. There was nothing like it when it came out. Consistent franchise -4. We pretend it doesn't exist. Laugh out loud.
I agree.
Harsh.
Dissect That Film Pod. Even after 25 years, this one still brings so much fear to the screen. It definitely feels its age, but between the creative kills and situations, it's still so much fun. From Kate L45678. I've been doing a rewatch of these and forgot how fun they are. Definitely a killer for me. A beloved horror staple with some great kills and early 2000s nostalgia. From Did You Get That on Film? We are a podcast divided. One of us prefers the original and the other is a huge fan of the sequel. The original captures that late 90s vibe more than the others of that year that felt more akin to Scream 2. The first one arguably has the best opening disaster scene because it seems so real. It is before the random occurrences that add up to a disaster. It just happens, and the coincidences just confirms the premonition for the protagonist. From Twisted Soulmates Podcast, this one's a killer. Made flying much more terrifying. Definitely a classic.
Yeah, this movie did definitely put a lot of fear into me.
You know what's crazy too is this movie came out a year before 9/11.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you that that's why horror kind of fizzled out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your comments. We really appreciate them and listening to what you guys have to think on the movies that we review. I mean, a lot of the similar things with the nostalgia, so that's always good to hear. Recently, we were approached to review a brand new horror short on YouTube. Bearclaw, do you want to tell our audience about it?
Yeah, so the creators of this reached out to us. It's a new YouTube show that's coming out called The Bunny and Bear Show. With its first episode premiering, it's already out on YouTube, so go check it out. It's by a company called Horde Pictures, and it's just kind of a short episode called Inner Happiness. And we watched it, and we're going to kind of talk about it real quick this week. And it's really cool that there are creators out there that are doing exciting things, and I think this project is definitely one of those exciting things in the horror world. It was a short that went out, and I don't know, how do you want to open it up? What do you guys think about it?
Do you want to give us your overall thoughts?
Yeah, so I mean, my overall thoughts first on it were I really liked it. It was kind of a twisted take on like maybe a talk show where it's the Bunny and Bear show. Bear being, they're both wearing masks, but she's like a twisted kind of, I don't know, the host of the show, whereas Bunny is more like kind of the second person who's bringing things on and off the stage and kind of working on the show. But it's really twisted, and it's very analog horror. So it's in real person. It's not cartoons. And they talk about finding somebody's inner happiness, and it ends up carving somebody up. In the middle of it, there's this really clever ad for like this teddy bear. It's like an old school toy ad. I don't know. It wasn't very long, but it was like twisted.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of a lot of the VHS movies, or even All Hallows Eve there. But I like it because it seems like based on some sort of realism. Like, oh man, like you found this tape and you put it in. Like, what is this? And like
very Wyatt Six-esque.
Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, for sure. Like the Wyatt Six do these promos that are like this, for sure.
Yeah.
And like even some of the camera views on the feet and different things were really cool. The effects too, and like the gore effects were pretty good.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with this.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if you're a fan of like horror and you want to see something different, this is different. And I think it's worth taking a look at. Dan, what do you think?
Oh, I definitely dig the aesthetic they're going for. I think like if you're familiar with the sci-fi series Channel Zero, The first season was a season titled Candle Cove. It's got that vibe to it. If you're familiar with it, it's basically, it reminded me of a killer kids TV show.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like this thing you kind of stumble upon that shouldn't maybe have stumbled upon. It's like that, but then it also meets Hostel. It's kind of got that like torture-y element to it. I really like the characters. I think that, they could do something with these characters in a long format. These little short clips are great. And I look forward to seeing like what they're going to do with this series going forward. I think it's worth a look.
Logan, any other thoughts besides the Wyatt Six? That was a good connection there.
I think it's very unique. It's very creative, very innovative. It's very super interesting. I think it brought me in very quick, quite fascinating. Very, very good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna have the links down for the short and the YouTube channel in our description. So if you want to go take a look, it'll be there for you. Before we end the episode, we want to embrace the madness and let you all know what we've been up to. So for Straight Jacket Talk this week, we reviewed Sinners. So I just rewatched Sinners.
Oh, that movie looks so cool.
You haven't seen it yet, Bert?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, man. Take a look at it. I think you would really enjoy
Excellent
it.
movie.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
If
you'll
you
enjoy
like
it.
music and like music history,
definitely
you'll like that.
Yeah. I think it's in contention for at least like the horror movie of the year so far. So
really?
It's halfway through, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think too, it's not only just a good horror movie; it's a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
I'll have to check it out.
And lastly, just watched Happy Gilmore 2 last night on Netflix.
How was that?
I think if you're a fan of Happy Gilmore, the original, you're gonna love this one because it's just pure.
It feels like
nostalgia.
you're back in that world.
Yeah.
And it's just super happy. It's very good.
Like I've seen people like tearing it down, like, oh, this is shit, and like, it's Happy Gilmore.
If you watch the original when
like,
it
what
came
do you
out,
expect?
you're gonna love
Like,
it.
it's not going to be cinema,
Right.
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler.
It's funny. They beat you over the head with nostalgia, but I think that's part of it too. Like, cause
that's always how it's been though with Adam Sandler.
yeah,
movies.
but like he knows, like the reason why you're tuning into Happy Gilmore 2 is because you remember Happy Gilmore.
It's not the same reason you tune into Happy
You're
Gilmore.
signing up for the Adam Sandler recipe.
To me,
let him cook.
Right. To me, the Sandman, I like him.
Yeah, no, Adam
and the
Sandler's
Boosh.
great.
Boosh. I mean, it's just the cast. The cast is there.
Yeah.
Dan, how about you?
I caught the new episode of South Park this week.
Oh my God.
Whew. That was a that was probably one of the most funniest episodes of South Park I've ever seen. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I caught on my way here, Thrice came out with a new single, so I was able to listen to that on my way over.
That's awesome.
The song's called Nash, so I'm anticipating a new Thrice album coming out soon. So it's now on my radar, so I'm pretty excited about that.
He was listening to that while inventing his machine.
That's the music we heard out in the shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the explosions.
Bearclaw, how about you?
I've watched some of the new Sandman series. I'm a big fan of that. That was really good. But I also came across one of the things that I firmly believe is that horror's next kind of natural evolution is going to be into the world of video games, and I think that's where it's going, and there's good reason that it's going there, especially anybody who's done VR. Biohazard 7, or Biohazard, also known as Resident Evil 7, I think. But if you've been through that game with VR on, it's pretty terrifying, and you can kind of see where that is going to be the future of horror. To that end, there is a new trailer out for a Hellraiser video game.
Oh yeah.
That looks pretty interesting. So I'll be curious to see where that goes and if that ever sees the light of day. But
what's cool is they just announced at Comic-Con that the Jason universe, right? They're going to do a new game for
Oh, really?
But also they're going to do a new sequel movie, and they said sequel. So I don't know if that's going to tie back to the original.
From Friday the 13th, Part 5.
That'd be crazy if they did another game, because they did one game already and that didn't prove out. So I don't know.
No, actually, it was got a lot of steam. What happened was it was licensing issues what caused the server to go down.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I was thinking like what you were saying, like horror like seems like video games because even John Carpenter's signed on.
They're
to
doing
do
a Halloween one.
game, yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
that he's going to be in charge of. So like that's pretty cool stuff.
Well, I mean, if you play like the Indiana Jones, I mean, they can really put you into the movies now in like a very believable.
You're gonna play as Michael
way.
Myers.
You're gonna play as Loomis.
I want to play as Loomis.
I want to play as the. I want to play as the sheriff. Cookie
You
woman.
have to line up
A
the
big
cookies
woman?
in order to get it.
Cookie woman.
You have to line up the cookies so that you get.
I want to play as
you
Sheriff
guess the right
Brackett.
thing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Hi there, Laurie.
I want to play as the guy who's the electrician that got
Bucky?
Yeah, Bucky. I'll be Bucky.
I'm gonna play as Bud.
Bud. Oh man, yeah.
He played Dr. Chalice. in
Amazing
any of them?
Grace. Well, you gotta. I mean, Halloween 3, right? Dr. Chalice.
It's gonna
You have to drink a Bud Light to
power up.
regenerate your
It's
health.
100%. If they're making a video game of it, it's 100% gonna play out like Halloween 3, but with Michael Myers, where it's gonna be all new characters.
You got me excited. I want all this.
You want Sheriff Brackett?
I'll take them all.
Okay.
Barry Sims.
Dude, speaking my language. Logan, how about you?
First thing off the bat, my birthday was last week.
Happy birthday.
That was the big thing. Yeah. I got some new games. First game that we're gonna, obviously, by the time this comes out, I'll probably play the second game I got, but I'm taking my time with it. But the first game I played is Donkey Kong Bonanza on the Nintendo Switch 2. Amazing game. Yes, it made me rage quit. Yes, it made me not like Donkey Kong as much. But my God, man, it is such a beautifully stunning game. It reminds me so much of like Legend of Zelda, like Tears of the Kingdom. It is like on the same wavelength as that. I think it's like, if that's the games that are going to come out on the console, I am so excited for the future of $80 games that are coming out. Because my God, man, $80. And then the big thing that I did go see on Friday was Fantastic Four. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think from where I was last year, now, as we were recording this, a year ago today, Robert Downey Jr. announced that he was going to play Dr. Doom.
Uh-huh.
And a year ago, I was very hesitant about what the future of superhero movies were going to be because it felt like a cash grab. And yes, it is. But
And it is.
and yes, and no.
Yes, and no.
But I happily gave them my money.
But I happily said, my money is yours. The beautiful thing about this year is all the superhero movies I've pretty much seen have all been really good. Superman was amazing. Thunderbolts was amazing. This movie, though, Fantastic Four, brought something like hole in me where I just felt like a little kid watching again. And I felt like all the characters were super good. Everything about it was fantastic.
Oh,
the score was unbelievable. Michael Giacante was so good.
I don't know. I just feel like superhero movies on a whole are on like life support. Like...
So the reason that is because the oversaturation of the movies and that they didn't pan out to the way that people wanted them to. This era with Superman and Fantastic Four, both movies, I think are the reincarnation of superhero movies. If we stay the course and we don't do too much at like a certain time, I think that is the ingredient. That's the secret sauce. Because I want everyone to try to check out both movies because they are both like really, really good.
What are both movies?
Superman and
Superman.
Fantastic Four,
All right.
especially Fantastic Four.
All right.
I gave that a 10 out of 10.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Mouths of Madness on your favorite audio platform and YouTube. If you've enjoyed your descent into madness, we really would appreciate it if you would rate us 5 stars and leave a review. You can find us on Instagram at mouths.of.madness. You can check out Straight Jacket Talk's new review of Sinners on our YouTube channel at Mouths of Madness. Finally, we have our email address. Write to Bearclaw at thepaddedroom@outlook.com and let him know what's your favorite Devon Sawa film
Yeah, definitely let me know. I'm a big Devon Sawa fan. You know, we're going to be reviewing Idle Hands soon. I'm so excited. That's a sneak preview to all the folks out there that we are going to be doing that movie soon. So look out for that episode and shoot me an email about what you think of Mr. Sawa there.
Ooh,
the Sawa train continues.
Yeah.
Oh, little tease from Bearclaw. I love it. That does it for our review on Final Destination. But we'll be back soon with another episode, and we're going to be reviewing Dan's pick, Urban Legend.
Find out what happens when you drink soda and Pop Rocks.
Scary hours.
Shit, you're gonna be scared, man.
Join us as the Summer of Madness 2025 rolls on, and back to the padded room with you.
Great episode, guys.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah, that went pretty good.
Guys, God, I it was a good episode, but God damn it, Dan, this
That
thing
shed's been bothering you all night, Logan.
Yeah, this thing is a freaking eyesore. Let's get this thing out of here.
I think we should hold off. We gotta wait for
I'm not holding
death
off.
Has to show up. You can't just activate the machine without death being here, Logan.
I don't care about death. I'll never die, Dan.
Don't touch that. Oh shit.
Oh no! Enchiladas! Not Bluey!
No, I'm fucking song.